This is the Sacred Rose Temple, and I am your host, Colette Corcoran. Oh, there's definite change coming in 2004, and we're all feeling different things about that. There are some of us that are feeling the transformation of the new energies coming in, particularly that of the dragon energy. And there are those of us that are still walking in the dark space of the winter, trying to pull on that thread of the sun child and raise ourselves up. And I think it's about balancing the two, really, isn't it? Feeling into what still needs to be processed and felt and faced, while holding the glimmer of light and saying, what's going to pull me up, what's going to bring me up eventually out of this deep space of reflection and shadow, because that's what the winter's about. The winter's about shadow. And so that's where I've been and what I've been doing. I've been really, really busy on creating content for this year's courses, looking at doing, work with the dragons at a deeper level with my partner Marlon. And we are looking at holding some workshops at home with the dragon energies on the land. So we've got a creative project happening here, and also just finalizing the womb magic course that I'm taking women on my next womb journey. I've completed womb journeys over the last 8 years, doing sacred sexuality, red rose, all the roses, and then into the gatekeepers of the womb, and now into womb magic. And that's what I want to speak about. There is a deep magic vortex opened in 2024. We'll all begin to feel it, and this word will appear very, very much, I guarantee, through social media and around the world, because there is magic wanting to come through the alchemy of what is changing on this planet. It wants to be born through the dark. It always is magic. And that's why the womb is such a potent vessel of magic, because the womb is the dark space. It is the space of creation. It's the mother. And what I've wanted to do for a long time is work with womb magic, but womb magic is one of those tricky things that there has to have been a certain amount of work done in the body. There needs to be a consciousness of shadow and how magic can fall into the realms of shadow if we are not working on our shadow aspects. But magic, when it's done in a pure container, when it's done through the alchemy of suffering and transformation, then it comes through as a pure energy that's here to help mankind. The magic of the womb is ancient and it's potent. And I have spent a lot of time doing work on myself and doing other courses to precursor this course. And so I feel ready now to teach and to work with women to come into the magic of their wombs. We will be in really deep ancient teachings that the womb will remember from its ancient past. There will be a deep reawakening of the ancient womb. We will spend a lot of time in ritual and ceremony, magical practices, psycho spiritual exploration, so that we can still try to govern in the light, womb magic meditations, and dream journaling, working with our dreams messages, because the dreams are super important when we work with our potent dormant magic. And I'm really super looking forward to this course. I really am. I'm trying to make the call out, the alchemical call from my own womb, to women that have been on a transformative journey, that have been doing work on themselves, that are aware of the shadow and of triggers and of the need to create magic in a really pure, clean, and healthy way that is purely based in light and only for the greater good of humanity and ourselves. So that's the call out. And if your womb tingles at the prospect of being involved in magic incantations, spells for the greater good of the world, yourself, your family, those that we know that are suffering in the world, then please step forward. I want to speak more on this in the future months, but I'm welcoming in everybody into this container as a personal journey, and be a place to teach others, so that that is an option. You will be given a monthly transmission that is done as a recording. You can join me when I record if you prefer that live. Otherwise, the recording's there for you to do when you want to do it. That is a psycho-spiritual activation. Things start to happen from that. And then you're given the monthly workbook, which contains the rituals, the practices, the meditations, and the questions that are going to take you deeper. I invite you all into a secret space where you then will be given the opportunity to post at the end of every week, and I will give you some feedback on that post, give you some help to go deeper into the magic, maybe to move blockages and anything that comes up. I'm here to serve in that aspect, to say, okay, this is blocked, I can help you with that, or this is working wonderfully, go deeper into that space. So I will really help in that manner of overlooking the psycho spiritual aspect, and also feeling and tending into your psyche as to where you can deepen and evolve more. So that is all, said and done. But ultimately, the workbook that you're given, you'll be given access to it so that you can change it. There's a picture of me in there. You're going to want to change that to your own picture and with your own name. And you might do some little adaptations. And then you can teach the workbook wholesale with women that you might be working with. That's for those who work with women. Those of you that don't, you've got the workbook forever to keep going into, to work with the alchemical practices, to work with the spells and the incantations, to act as a conduit. If you're doing that privately, that's fine. So there are going to be 13 months. Each month has a different theme. So I'm not going to talk you through them all and bore your pants off, but just tell you that, say, for example, number 1 month is the Madge. And we're going to be looking at the Madge as the archetype of the magician in the female. We're going to bring her into our consciousness. We're going to anchor her in our womb and bring her personality through us, connecting to this higher source. The second month, we'll be in the womb as the seat of consciousness. We'll be looking how we make the womb a conscious portal into the unconscious realms, how we travel there, how we enter there, and how we use the womb safely, securely to do that. The lots of the work will be about clearing at the beginning. The third month, for example, you'll be taught how to create sacred space with the use of a psycho pump, and how the psycho pump is essential in any sacred work where the dark might be lingering. And so there will be a whole month focus on psycho pump practices, energies, what the psycho pump is according to Jung as well, because I obviously do the Jungian work, and what that means spiritually, and how we hold that place and who we call in to help us with that. So there's going to be lots of knowledge that you're going to gain, and lots of wisdom that you will embody as you go through each month with me in this container. This is a 13-month commitment. This is not a course that you sign up to and think, oh, I'm going to do 1 month. I don't take that kind of entry. I take women who come in and say, I am devotional and committed to this for 13 months. So really looking forward to working with you and maybe giving you some more snippets, maybe giving you some teaser meditations in the few days that are to come, ready for the end of January when we walk into the magic circle. So thank you all for listening, and I really hope to see you there. Colette.